Mr. Speaker, my question, without notice, to the Deputy Prime Minister is in relation to the brain drain we have in this country. We have a lot of our professionals, Papua New Guineans, who are now migrating to other countries, especially Australia. Now, these citizens, these professionals, are choosing to become citizens of Australia or other countries, basically because they want to give their children a better opportunity, especially in terms of education. When we passed the law in relation to dual citizenship, Mr. Deputy Speaker, we have actually discriminated against these Papua New Guineans. Even though they are maybe citizens of other countries, Mr. Deputy Speaker, they still have land here. They have relatives here. They are Papua New Guineans. Now, if they apply to come back to Papua New Guinea or do business in PNG, I think the law should be flexible. We need these investors to come in back into our country. So I want to ask the Deputy Prime Minister, please, I want to ask you if you can look into the dual citizenship, look at the laws and see how we can get these Papua New Guineans to come back and invest here in this country, or also we have to give them a special treatment. So they come and go out of this country as Papua New Guineans. So I see that during my visit to Australia to visit seasonal workers, I went to Perth, where there's over 1,000 Papua New Guineans, professionals, working there. And this is a concern that they brought. So I just want to ask Deputy Prime Minister if you can look at the laws to ensure that our people who are out there can come in to our country with ease. We can make sure that they come and visit their relatives and also invest in this country. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker.
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. I'd like to say thank you to the good governor for Enga. Despite these trying times also, he's from his people at Mulitaka. He is currently attending Parliament and trying to at the same time be at Mulitaka with his people. So my condolences again to him and his people. The good governor has asked a very, very important question, and I would like to assure the good governor that his concerns have been raised by a lot of other people also. And I'd like to quite pleasantly advise him that immigration has already started work on this amendment to legislation. This work has been done, working in cohesion with our first Legislative Council to ensure that we open up and make it easier, accessible, more flexible for Papua New Guinean citizens who are professionals working, studying in Australia, that are forced to do, by virtue of the work, get either not only Australia but England and a few other countries. They are forced by either their professional work, have been asked to forego the Papua New Guinean citizenship. Mr. Deputy Speaker, this has been brought to me numerous times by a lot of professionals. In my last visit to Washington, an old classmate of mine from a very, very qualified IT expert, him and his children cried and asked, why are we not allowed back into our country? We came here to work and stuff, and we are not allowed back because we had to forego our citizenship. I assured him that I would be working on it before the end of the year. We'll be bringing it to Parliament so we can allow people who are sports persons residing in other countries can also hold dual citizenship, as long as they have relatives, as long as they are born from this country also. It happens to other jurisdictions, and we are working on doing that too. So I would like to assure our good governor that sports people pilots, doctors, surgeons, a lot of them have asked for this, and it is only right that we explore this thing and ensure that immigration allows dual citizenship for Papua New Guinean citizens who are born Papua New Guineans but had to forgo their citizenship and move to other countries because due to work and sports, etc., etc. So I'd like to inform our good governor that yes, your concerns have been taken note of, and yes, immigration has already started work on it, and yes, we shall be bringing it to Cabinet and to Parliament for Parliament's deliberation on it. Thank you very much, Mr. Deputy Speaker.
Supplementary. We have a supplementary member for Yalibu Pangia.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. Supplementary Blomigo, Deputy Prime Minister, because this particular law or dual citizenship may also come up time with less government. Now, my understanding, Mr. Speaker, is that there is no law in that amendments that we have made that suggests that Papua New Guineans lose their citizenship when they become a dual citizen in the other country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, why that is that when you are born in this country, it is your birthright. That gives you this citizenship of the country. So, Mr. Speaker, supplementary blocking law, Deputy Prime Minister said, please, very good. When I'm section law, he talks about Sabla or citizen who are born law Papua New Guinea, who are now dual citizen for another country cannot continue to maintain their citizenship in their own country. This allows them, clear to us from the law is time. That's what we believe also. Some line inside of migration, what was said in the Sakai law or yet. So suppose that some law is not, please, Deputy Prime Minister, explain it good in the country must somewhere, where and is stopping, where birthright law, citizens law, you be only using, then will come up uses. Thank you.
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Thank you, the good Mr. Deputy Speaker. Thank you, the good member for Yalabu Pangia, for raising this very important question. The Citizenship Act that has allowed our people to forgo their citizenship, even despite being born in our country, has allowed them to forgo their citizenship, and they have obtained citizenship in other countries. These people ended up leaving the Papua New Guinea passports. But immigration has seen this through my office, that it is not becoming of citizens that they should forgo their citizenship in this country. They have every right to be citizens of this country as dual citizens, being born here. So that is why and what we're trying to rectify, getting to that question of yours, what we're trying to rectify to ensure that our citizens who work overseas, Mr. Deputy Speaker, are able to regain their citizenship, which should not have been lost in the first place. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker.